Hello, I am Kristen Willisonovich, host of Hope for Flint, here with my beautiful partner in crime and co-host, Lisa Metropolis.
Hey, how are you?
You like that intro?
I love it. I love the breath.
And, we have other podcast shows that we're super passionate about, but, our city, our home, Flint, the energy, what is happening within the city, and most importantly, listen, let me tell you something. This city is resilient and tough, but there are some really big players within the city. So it's our honor and privilege to introduce Chia Morgan, community activist, social worker, and total beautiful
Absolutely.
BA extraordinaire.
BA.
Girl.
I've known you for years.
Girl,
You're such a good friend.
finally.
I'm so glad
I'm so happy to be
I'm
here.
so happy you're here.
Girl, finally, right? Like, why
I'm
did it
so
take
happy.
so long?
Yeah.
But
Y'all got me?
you're a Flint kid, right?
I'm a Flint kid.
Yep.
Born and raised. Where do you live now?
In Flint,
What side?
my park.
Mott Park.
Seeing it through
Great
and through.
area.
Seeing
Great
it through and through.
area. Born and raised, but the city, the community has always been your passion. Tell us why. Tell us why. I mean, listen, we get it, but tell them why.
It's home. My parents are my life. They're my lifeline, and they instilled it in me.
Yeah.
I was like 5 years old cleaning toilets for those who couldn't do it for themselves. So
Right.
it's just
Serving.
something that was in great service. So it's just what I know.
Serving the
And you have
underserved.
done that. I've come up with you kind of in the last several years. I've seen you so many events. I've seen you everywhere. At first we'd run into each other, and then we got to know each other, and then our friends of friends, and then we were able to work on some mutual events together. And Chia, you have always been a leader. You lead these things. You start these initiatives. You honestly are the brainchild for civic programs here in the community. And I am just, that's just,
I feel you.
can't.
I'm
glad
feeling
you're a
it.
friend.
But
I'm
not
like running away because
Stop.
everybody's like, stop with the ideas.
No,
But I'm going
no.
to tell you because I feel you
Always.
right now. And I feel your passion and energy towards her, and I feel her.
Oh, yes.
But I'm telling you, that doesn't just happen,
No,
right? Like,
right.
this doesn't just happen. There's something really special about you. And like you said, yeah, it was instilled in your parents, but I think it's in you. What
to be.
drives
It's innate.
you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very spiritual,
Yes.
and like God literally
Yes.
has given me things in my sleep. Like my Thanksgiving dinner, it was a dream that He gave me. You never remember your dream,
Right.
God came to me in a dream and He gave it to me. My spirit is like troubled sometime when I have ideas that He gives me until I bring them forth. So definitely, the Lord gives me.
Yeah,
things.
you're working. You're a vessel, and you're working.
And you're
I'm a
listening.
vessel.
You're listening.
Yeah, you're hearing
I'm
it.
a willing vessel.
You're
Yes.
hearing it. So let's talk a little bit about some of your passions right now. Let's talk about the free food pantry.
Okay.
And how that started, because I
Yeah.
remember it was like just a post on Facebook. I remember that post, and I wanted to go, and then I had to work, and some people showed up. People showed up.
Yeah, it
that
was just
first
one of
time.
It was just
Yeah.
a post.
Ideas.
You felt it. You put it out there.
Felt it and I did it. And a lot of people that, don't know me, they are like, you do all these things, how do you do it? Like literally when I get something in my spirit, I get something
put
in
it
my
out there.
mind, I'm like, it's gonna happen. Either you're gonna help me or you're gonna see it come to fruition.
Right.
So with the food pantries, I'm a social worker, so I see things. I see people,
You listen,
need
you
food.
hear.
I hear these stories. I have HIPAA. I can't tell some of these stories, but I carry it with me. And,
But they're not uncommon stories.
No, they're not.
They're universal stories.
They are.
And you know that, how our community has been affected. I mean,
Right.
We
let's
need
be
it.
literal. It's one thing to speak from the 30,000 view, which we do from a national perception, but Chia Morgan literally is in the trenches. She's next to the people.
Always
with
grassroots.
the need. Okay.
Always.
And because you have the resources and you have the mission and the purpose, you guide them to what they need.
I don't even always have the resources.
You find them.
I find the resources.
Right.
So, I hear these stories, I carry them, and, I went and I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do it. I saw the free little libraries,
Right.
and I'm like, you know what? we're going to put something like that for food in our communities. And sometimes people, they work, so they don't want to have to go to the food bank and say, I need it. They don't want to go to the soup kitchen because people still have pride. Even though you have a need.
Well, it's tough.
Yeah. So go get what you need. And it's there. So
and where are they located? These two.
Yeah, go ahead.
You have
There's
two.
one in Mott Park, right at the top of the park.
Okay.
It's blue, eggshell blue. If you see it, you open the door and get what you need. And then there's another eggshell blue or Robin's Nest blue. I guess that's probably more appropriate.
Okay.
Well,
and it's on Elmer and Martin Luther King, right on the corner.
Okay.
I think too, when that need, like you said, it's something people sometimes feel shame about. No one should ever feel like that. So I think what you do as well, you're also kind of that caveat to what the need is, and you take away any shame that may be associated. Because here's the deal. It really could happen to any of us.
It has
It
happened
happens
to
to
me.
everyone.
I have been on food
That's
stamps. I
right.
understand
so
that.
when
Yes.
you kind of go through that journey, you can empathize, sympathize, you can relate, and then you can help and provide hope and leverage and lift. And that's what you do because you also are passionate. Listen, we also have this, we have a high divorce rate, or we have a high single mom or single father rate, but you also advocate for fathers who want their kids.
Yeah.
And God bless them. We should all be with our children.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also a free notary program
I'm a
too.
notary. That's one of my hats that I
Yes.
wear. I am a bonded, licensed notary. And one of the things that I see as a social worker is that sometimes fathers, they don't feel that the system is there for them.
Sure.
They feel shunned by
It's
the
a
system.
little-
a lot of fathers
It's a
feel
little
that way.
shifted. Yes.
Especially right here. In this,
Especially right here,
in
and
this
that's not
community.
always the case. And
Right.
sometimes it's easy to say, well, that father's a deadbeat, but sometimes that father just didn't know the resources that were there
That
for
were
them.
there.
So
True.
one
Well,
of the things,
there's only one side being presented, and they need to have their voice as well represented.
and
You know,
sometimes
we're not saying it's
just
perfect.
about removing one barrier.
Right.
So this month, April, is Child Abuse Awareness Month. So I decided that I'm going to use one of the hats that I have to remove that barrier, because essentially if we're able to empower our fathers to be in their kids' lives, then we empower our kids to be able to have their entire village there. So this month, I'm in any father that's going down to file for custody of his kids. There is a paper in the packet that
Yes.
requires a notary. It's complimentary. It's on me. It's my pleasure to help you
High five,
do
please.
that.
Sometimes we just high five miscellaneous
And-
when we hear you.
And they can
We
find
hear
you on
You can
social
find me
media.
anywhere. You
Yeah.
can call me. I'll
Yep.
give you my number, 810-545-7169.
One more time.
810-545-7169, or Facebook, Chia Morgan Professional Services. Send me a message. 7 days a week, I'm available. The hours just do vary.
That's correct. Now, finally, let's get into your passion project, who you are. Say it.
Well of Hope.
Well of Hope. Okay. Tell us. Let's go.
So that's how a lot of people know me. The Thanksgiving dinner, Blessed to be a Blessing. We're coming into the 11th year.
Yes.
And that was my dream that I was talking about. And it is a component of the nonprofit Well of Hope. And it was one of those ideas where, God came and he gave it to me, and it came to fruition in 2 months. And
Wow.
the community has been so supportive. We started out feeding about 100 people, a home cooked meal.
Right.
Everybody is entitled to
Okay,
a home
so
cooked meal.
it's not dinners. It's actually come in and have fellowship and eat on
Yeah,
site.
'cause
Yeah.
Okay.
like whatever your need might be, like for some people it might be I didn't have the money. For
Right.
some people it might be I didn't have the family. Whatever your need is, I don't need to know that. You just come in and you
No
dine with
question
us.
And you'll get love.
asked.
You get
like,
love.
I would
Love.
love to just come, right?
Yes.
And chill and hang and be part of that space and room.
You got 600 people there
Right.
that you can
Wow.
bond with. It's
Wow.
now we've gotten up to 600 people, and I might be biased, but my mama got the best dressing in Genesee County, and she's the cook, so I might be a little
Ooh.
biased,
I don't
but
think
you're
you're
gonna have the best dressing in the city.
Yes.
That's why there's 600.
I think that's why it's 600 because of that dress.
That's some numbers. They don't got a need. It's your mama. That's what's going on.
Now, Chia, you've had Well of Hope since 2005.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And you are a full 501.
Yes.
Yes. And so other things that you do with Well of Hope, because it's just so many things.
It's just so many things, and it's a blessing to say that. I'm only 32,
Ugh.
so
Well,
to be
thank
able
you.
to do this at this time time and to have the support of the
What
community.
a blessing, man.
It shows that my love for the community is felt.
how
And that's what I always
long-
want to
how
feel
long it's
is
been.
genuine. I always want, no matter where I go, to feel in touch with my community.
Yes.
So we've done back to school festivals. I have lost 2 friends to gun violence. God rest their souls. I lost them. Their birthdays are in April. So in response to that, I have a family fun day that is geared to decrease violence in the summer. We do that. We give family, we give food, we connect families with resources.
Right.
We try to bring the police in to kind of break that barrier
Right.
between talking to
You
the
bridge
police.
the gap between law enforcement. That's so key that you brought that up, because we
Yeah.
had Chief Johnson on and Sergeant Booth, and what I said to them both was, kudos to you for bridging the gap between, and it was bad, and they admitted it. Like, they said it was bad, and it's not always a community fault. They owned some of the behavior, and what they did is they assessed it, and then they changed the narrative and the landscape to bridge the gap, so there isn't that fear and that anxiety. There's fellowship, and there's understanding,
Yeah.
and there's lifting. You know what I mean? There's understanding. So for you to recognize that and to just provide a platform,
It's
that's
there.
pretty strong.
I mean, it's important.
Yeah.
It
if
exists.
If you can let the police know everybody in the hood isn't bad, and if you can
Right.
let the hood know
Vice
all of the
versa.
police aren't bad, you can fix a lot of the problems that we have. You can't eradicate all of them,
Right.
but
No,
you can,
but you
you
can-
can bridge a big gap that's there.
That's exactly
The
right.
food pantries are through Well of Hope. When the water crisis first started, we took families shopping and bought food to fight lead in the body. We just do whatever we see a need to do. Well of Hope, we do it. Our mission is to break the cycle of poverty by creating programs that unify families. So if we see a need,
Yes.
we're going to step up and do it.
Now, I know that you are always you're always accepting donations for your food pantries. Where can they bring
Bring
those?
out your dollars,
yeah,
y'all.
Yeah, where can
We need
or
those
send you or
dollars.
send you a donation? Yeah, just call you
can-
again.
You can
Yeah.
call us. Well of Hope has a Facebook page, Well
Great.
of Hope.
Yep.
And you can go to our website, wellofhopeflint.org.
Wonderful.
And if you don't like to do all of that, you can
Volunteer?
send us a volunteer message, or you can call us 810-789-3407.
Wonderful,
You-
wonderful.
right?
Yeah.
All of it, all of the above. And what I'm thinking right now is, like we said, a lot of people give by giving dollars. A lot of people give by giving time. A lot of people give by awareness or sharing or connecting. This is that girl right here, right? This is who you need to connect with and share this love, light, and hope. And it's great. And we are honored, and we love you, and we love to be a part of what you're putting out there. And we
you
will
guys
help
too.
you
Love
in
you.
any capacity. And we'll be there for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
You better sign up early, because
will.
this is the thing.
Absolutely. Volunteering is
Volunteers have
we're
already
working.
Fills
started.
up.
They've already started
Wait,
signing
but
up.
what if we want to just eat? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just
But
going to sit and eat.
guess what? That's
Filling
one of
up
the
too.
things. We have volunteers come and just sit and dine with our guests.
Yes.
Because some of our guests haven't just had a good conversation.
They
so you
want
can do that.
they need
They
that
just
connection.
need that connection. So that's cool.
Yeah.
You're amazing. Gia Morgan, anything else, baby? Thank you for
No.
serving our community. Thank you for all you do, all your sacrifice, all your leadership, and your wisdom, and your vision. We
Thank
see
you for having me.
We
Thank
see you,
you.
girl. Big thank you to my beautiful co-host.
Thank you.
Lisa
What's her name again?
Metropolis. Lisa Metropolis. And I'm your host, Kristen Willisnovich. Big thank you to our viewers and listeners. This has been Hope for Flint.